Yes, I would like to follow on this question of anachronism between festivals and critics, because I would like to start from the question of festivals are changing and to which extent they are changing. I mean, to me, the problem or the challenge that festivals are facing is that no matter how many people they succeed to attract to the cinema, I mean, many festivals are very popular. For the people who are just giving money, the local institutions, the sponsors, it's just not enough. And at a certain point, I know some festival directors, they cannot do more than what they are doing because the cinema are full, and so they have been asked to have some other function than just to show films and for people to go to these films. The festival have been asked to take care of new functions than simply to show films.
Vorrei continuare su questo tema dell'anacronismo fra festival e film. I festival stanno cambiando e il problema è che non importa quanta gente portano a vedere quanti film, ma il fatto che ci sono delle nuove richieste che vengono fatte ai direttori dei festival.
And among these new functions, there are several educative activities, but the main one that has been asked to festivals is to develop, the economic side of it and to develop markets. And it's really trendy. It's a very easy solution for festivals to develop markets. And in the last 10 years, you could see that in many festivals, markets have been blooming. But actually, when you talk with the people who are mainly concerned about this market, they don't really care about it. So these markets are not sustainable. And even though they are not sustainable, they are developing, and festivals are spending a lot of money for this because they are being asked to spend this money. But for example, if you talk with some sales agents, they would tell you that they just need 3 markets a year to make their business, because most of the time they make their deals on internet by phone, and they just have to meet 2 or 3 times a year to really sign the contract, like in Cannes, in Toronto, and in Busan. So actually, even if this is developing, it's not going to be, it cannot last forever. Many markets will disappear in a few years.
Allora, tra queste nuove funzioni ci sono fra l'altro delle funzioni di educazione, ma una delle funzioni alla quale si fa maggior richiesta ai direttori di festival è quello di creare dei nuovi mercati. Sembra una soluzione semplice e in effetti i mercati stanno crescendo in relazione ai festival, però questi non sono sostenibili.
Sì, il concetto anche era il fatto che in realtà oggi il sales agent, chi vende i film o chi li compra, probabilmente va a 3 mercati internazionali che possono essere, forse dovendo scegliere, Cannes, Toronto e Busan per i film asiatici. Quindi il fatto che ogni grande festival o molti dei grandi festival stiano cercando di sviluppare un mercato oltre al festival non interessa forse né a chi compra un film né è sostenibile, è una tendenza che forse non è neanche realistica.
Even when you listen to someone like Giorgio Simonelli presenting the business street in Rome Film Festival, it really looks like he doesn't even believe in his own market, because he knows that it's not going to last for many years. He just knows that he can get sponsors for this edition, but it's not really useful. So my point is that there's a lot of money spent on festivals right now for developing markets, and on the other hand, we all know the situation of film criticism, and I think there should be synergies and new ways for film critics to really report on the festivals, and festivals to be brave enough to take into account this criticism and to integrate this criticism. Also because festivals are also spending, very practically, a lot of money for journalists to come, because it's like a vicious circle. They have to make these big press books that they give to the regions, to the municipalities to see the articles, but these articles are not really useful. Myself, I'm invited to many festivals, and at the end, they spend a lot of money for me to come, and I just write a short article, and I think this money is not well spent.
Sì, voglio solo dire per esempio che quando sentiamo Giorgio presentare il suo festival non è che sembra particolarmente...
Giorgio Cosetti a Roma, la festa del cinema, dove ha presentato questa che hanno chiamato la strada del cinema, che era l'ennesimo appunto mercato a Carlo Festival.
Sì, non sembra entusiasta neanche di presentare il suo festival, perché insomma sappiamo un po' tutti la situazione che esiste. Dovrebbero esserci al contrario più sinergie tra i critici e tra festival e critici, perché i festival devono spendere molti soldi per pagare i giornalisti per invitarli, e in realtà è poi un circolo vizioso, perché questi giornalisti scrivono degli articoli molto brevi che non sono in realtà utili al festival stesso.
Because after all, what is the goal of the festival is to be a laboratory for people to discuss on cinema. And my point is that I really believe that festivals are also anachronic because they tend to be only one moment of time during the year. And what I would try to hope to some festival, I mean the most successful festivals right now are festivals who work all the year long because they found their own profile to work all over the year, like Rotterdam with the Geijerstam or Cannes with the Cine Foundation. And I think there's room for some festivals to develop more in relation to film festivals. To give a very practical example, I'm always fascinated by the website of the film festival. They are just dead all the year long, and just 3 weeks before the festival they start to become alive, and then there's the awards, there's a press release, and then it stops for the next year. So I really believe that some festival directors should be brave enough in order to integrate a room on their website to talk not only during the two screenings of the films, but all over the year. I'm sure that film journalists would be pleased to be involved in this debate because they simply don't have the room for this in the newspapers. And I really believe that festivals could be a space, even more with internet, where the films could have a very long life. And I'm just waiting for this kind of website to exist, which could be actually a project of the festival itself.
Dopotutto il festival dovrebbe essere uno spazio per la discussione. I festival sono un anacronismo in quanto sono un momento nel tempo. I festival di più grande successo in realtà lavorano tutto l'anno. Faccio l'esempio di Cannes e di Rotterdam. Questi festival tendono a dare più spazio allo sviluppo. Per esempio sono affascinato sempre dai siti web dei festival cinematografici, che solo alcune settimane prima tendono a cambiare l'informazione riportata. Magari fanno una conferenza stampa e poi basta per il resto dell'anno. I direttori dei festival dovrebbero invece cercare di integrare delle visioni di film in tutto l'anno e i critici dovrebbero entrare a essere parte di questo dibattito. Con internet particolarmente i film potrebbero avere una vita molto più lunga.